Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital Preview. As Willow prepares to face Michael, an assassin targets Sonny. Plus, Natalia is fired. The HR department at Deception is sure to have a challenging week on General Hospital. In the just-released promo for April 21 to 24, 2025, Natalia gets pink-slipped by Maxie. Because it's okay to have her on the payroll as a homophobe, and it's fine to have an investor who is a career criminal, but an employee who is adjacent to the soap's new big bad Sidwell. That, apparently, is a deal-breaker for the cosmetics company. Speaking of the godfather of Port Charles, while Sonny is cooling his heels in a hospital bed, he's paid a most unwelcome visit by a hit woman who looks like she's about to pull a Cyrus Renault on him. While we have no doubt that his would-be assassin will fail, maybe the brush with death will give Sonny added incentive to consider one of the many new roles available to him other than Mafia Kingpin. Finally, although Willow is all in on her relationship with Drew, which will be hella embarrassing if this theory about Jason's twin brother is borne out, one thing remains on her to-do list: face estranged husband Michael. So it looks like this may turn out to be the moment we find out who landed the role vacated by Emmy winner Chad Duell. Here's our list of imagined frontrunners to nab the part. Port Charles is never quiet for long, and this week, the storm has officially arrived. In the shadowy corners of the city's underbelly, a nameless assassin sharpens his focus. His orders are crystal clear. Eliminate Sonny Corinthos. No room for failure. No second chances. While the coffee mogul turned mob legend lives with his back constantly against the wall, this threat is unlike the rest. This isn't just business, it's personal. But the question remains, who sent the hit? Back at the Quartermain mansion, emotions run high as Willow Tate braces for a confrontation she's been avoiding for weeks. Her heart still trembles with the echoes of betrayal. Michael Corinthos may wear the face of the man she once loved deeply, but behind his blue eyes, she now sees secrecy, manipulation, and a loyalty that shattered her trust. She stands in the hallway, gripping the envelope that contains her resignation letter from GH. It shakes slightly in her hand, partly from nerves, partly from anger. Michael's actions, particularly his surveillance of Sonny, opened wounds that may never heal. It isn't just about her husband. It's about the entire world she built, crumbling around her. Meanwhile, Michael sits in the living room, brooding over his own choices. His obsession with protecting Willow and the kids came with a heavy cost. Now he's staring down the possibility of losing them entirely. When Willow finally steps into the room, her voice is soft but firm. "We need to talk," she says, and it's not a request. As the air tightens between them, in another part of town, Sonny gets a chilling tip from Dex, who's back under mysterious circumstances. Dex, weathered by guilt and torn loyalties, has been watching the streets. What he found wasn't good. Whispers of a new player in town. Someone hiring muscle from out of state. Someone ruthless. The job's already been offered, Dex warns, his voice low. A pro. Sonny clenches his jaw. "You mean to tell me someone's already gunning for me?" Dex nods. "They're not just gunning. They're coming with everything." Sonny doesn't flinch. He's danced with death before. But this feels different. There's a scent of betrayal in the air, and he knows too well that enemies often come dressed as friends. Back at Deception, Natalia Ramirez is having the worst day of her career. What started as a promising new chapter for the Latina actress-turned-influencer has turned into a PR nightmare. After clashing publicly with Brooke Lynn and getting into a screaming match that went viral on social media, the board calls an emergency meeting. Maxie and Lucy exchange side eyes as Natalia storms into the room, still convinced she's untouchable. But the writing is already on the wall. Natalia's diva antics, her disregard for brand image, and a few too many backdoor deals have caught up with her. Lucy delivers the blow with her usual dramatic flair. "Natalia, Darling, you're brilliant. You're bold. But you're no longer a fit for deception. Natalia gasps. You're firing me? Let's call it an elegant exit. Maxie chimes in, clearly not mourning the decision. Natalia storms out, leaving a trail of perfume and fury, but something in her eyes says she's not done. Not by a long shot. As night falls in Port Charles, Ava Jerome feels the chill before it arrives. Sitting alone at the gallery, she receives a call from an unknown number. The voice is garbled, disguised. Tell Corinthos he won't see the next moonrise. Ava's fingers tighten around the phone. She doesn't trust Sonny, but she doesn't want his blood on her hands either. Not like this, not again. Back in the Corinthos penthouse, Carly barges in unannounced. We need to talk, she says, matching Sonny's energy. Someone's targeting you. I think I know who. Sonny lifts an eyebrow. You're late to the party, Carly. She throws a photo on the table. It's grainy, but the figure is clear. A man in a leather jacket, face partially obscured. But Sonny recognizes the stance, the swagger. No way, Sonny mutters. Not him. Carly nods. He's back. Across town, Willow's confrontation with Michael reaches its climax. I stood by you, she says, tears brimming. I fought for this family. And all the while, you were spying on your father, our children's grandfather. Michael's face is torn between remorse and defiance. I did what I had to do to protect us. No, Willow replies quietly. You did what you needed to feel powerful. There's a long silence before she places her resignation letter on the coffee table. I'm stepping away from GH, and I'm stepping away from this, Michael. At least until I figure out who I am, without all of this noise. She leaves him staring at the letter, his world suddenly quieter and colder. But it's not just love unraveling. As Sonny walks through the corridors of his safe house, Dex at his side, a sniper's lens locks onto him from a rooftop. One breath. Two. The red dot flickers across Sonny's chest. And then, bang, the glass shatters. Chaos erupts. But the bullet misses. Just barely. Sonny drops to the floor, Dex grabbing him by the collar, dragging him behind cover. Alarms blare. Outside, the gunman vanishes into the shadows. It started, Sonny mutters. The war's here. Port Charles has seen blood before, but this is the kind of reckoning that will shake every alliance, every lie, and every secret loose. As Natalia plots her revenge, Willow finds her strength, and Sonny stares death in the face. One thing is clear. Nothing will ever be the same again. Stay tuned.